Hello. Hello again. We are back with Lemmings Cranium. And, yeah, hopefully I'm going to be recording this more often. I seem to be recording like 1 or 2 videos and just leaving for months. But, I want to make more consistent progress, so that is what I will be doing. So, yeah, number 20. Cunning 20, Perilous Parkour. That reminds me of Precarious Construction, the title, and that scares me, because that level is scary. Anyway, 90 zombies. I am reading that correctly. 90 zombies. I think I see the one guy. He's like up there in the corner, isn't he? He's shimmying, isn't he? I think he is. Anyway, 2 minutes. Wow. Oh, there he is. And infinite jumpers. I'm scared. Oh god, I'm really scared. There's so many. Is this the first time zombies were used in the pack? I think it might be. Okay. Well, I have infinite jumpers, so I can, in theory, just spam them, right? Would it be faster to glide and then climb? No, he doesn't climb when he hits the wall. Never mind. I'm just gonna make him go along. I don't know what else to do, so... What if I have you, like, jump and then glide? Would that be cool? I don't know. Oh, they're dying. Oh, they're dying. Okay, so they're gonna create a little thing here. Can they survive? Wait, am I not... Can I get away with mining and bashing underneath them? Can I get away with that? Oh! I'm stupid. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my gosh, I was distracted watching the zombies do their thing, that I wasn't even paying attention to the guy I was controlling. I was just like, ooh, funny pattern with the zombies dying. And then my brain just... Okay, let's just skip back forward to... I skipped too far forward. Good job, me. Don't skip too far forward. Okay, let's actually watch it now. I wonder if the shimmier was what you were supposed to do up here. And like have it timed. I don't know, that feels complicated. Oh, they're gonna follow him. Oh, I can't do that. I did not even realize that they're chasing after him. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to go to the top. Maybe. Huh. What does this look like? Oh, you're gonna come into contact, unfortunately. Okay, if I do it this... Oh, wait, the zombies can't. Oh, he came in... Okay. Okay, let's try this again. I want to reconsider this. Yeah, because I can do this instead. And if I do that, what does that change? Oh, I think I'm starting to see something here. Because I can just do that. And we can time this such that... There's one lemming, so if he touches a zombie, it's over. And I have to... Okay. So a jumper actually does have to be used here. Yeah. It's so scary. I don't know what counts as touching him is or not. Okay. Can you not climb up that when jumping? Why can't he? Because he takes up the glider. Oh. Oh. Please don't touch my lemming. Oh, I paused it before it ended. Okay. That's a problem. I don't know what to do about that. No. Like my idea was to get him to jump, climb, and then bash across this. But that doesn't seem to work. What is the miner for then? Because you could bash across here, then glide to the exit, but then that would leave out the miner. Strange. I feel like I'm missing something. How different does it look if I like jump from here, for example? I don't know if it's changed. Oh, that makes it worse. Okay. Okay, is that shimmier even right? It's the only place that makes sense, though. This is weird. No, we know that doesn't work. I already know that doesn't work either. Yeah. Okay, I feel like I'm just trying to brute force something now. Yeah, that's not working. Huh. Like, based on the way this is set up, it's almost like you could, like, bash across the ceiling, but I doubt you can really do that. Nor would that be intended, I don't think. It seems like you have to approach this from up here, but the thing with the glider is stopping it from working, because the glider won't let him attach to the wall and climb up. So it's like, can I figure out a way to get up here without the glider? And then assign the glider afterwards? Let's test something. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I was wondering if you could do that. So... let's just get him to jump, just to speed him up. Because why not? Okay, that was kind of... oh. Okay, so that's where the miner comes in, right? because I need to give him a place to clear this. Or something like that. Because I don't want to use the glider. Oh, is this where the... No. Wait, is this where the shimmy is used? No, not like that. How is he not? Oh my gosh, that's silly. Maybe the minor and the shimmier? Because I don't need either of them. Maybe we mix it up. And use both. Really? Why isn't he attached to that? Okay, clearly this is just me not knowing how a shimmier works, but I feel like you should attach to that. That's kind of silly. Bothers me that he can't do that. But I don't want to use the glider because then I'm just going to be in the same problems before. You can probably get away with using the minor here because you can jump and glide, right? So what if I use the basher instead? Basher would make it worse, wouldn't it? Because even the minor here didn't give him enough clearance to make the jump. Because of this stupid crystal. Oh my gosh. But what if the basher allows him to... Please. So it gets taken mid-shimmy from that. No? What if it's higher up? No? How does the shimmier work? I swear. Okay, there's something here I have to do, right? Like, there has to be. Like, oh, I don't know, break this crystal. Then jump? No. Now I feel like I'm just brute forcing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, the fact that this is an open hole here makes me wonder if you can just... if you're supposed to do something with it, but it doesn't look like you can do anything with it. It's not exactly shimmier friendly. Like... oh my god, I can't even turn it around. thing there's... I'll stop that from working. I'm trying to avoid the glider because I know if he's a glider, I can't attach to that like I want him to. So then what? Unless... Maybe he's not supposed to be a climber? He's not supposed to be a climber yet! Maybe I prematurely assigned the climber to him. Maybe instead this is meant to be a basher. And then I use the miner later. Ooh! Maybe I use the skills incorrectly. And then we just spam a bunch of jumpers to help him move faster. Oh, but then there's that. We don't want that. So I like do this. Oh, maybe this is designed so that you can do that? Hold on. And I can keep spamming jumpers to clear anything. Haha. Now we're okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Do not. That's annoying. That's also annoying. Okay. Wow. That is so nicely timed, isn't it? No, I thought I was being smart. I thought I was using the... Oh, I thought I was being smart. I thought I was being smart. Okay, okay, that works. Oh, please. I need to get the clearance. Come on. I need to actually touch the wall. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop skipping too far forward. Okay. Clear. Okay, I can remember. I need to remember I can keep using jumpers to change the timing when things happen. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay, wait. More forward. Yes! Didn't even use the shimmier. Nope, don't. You saw nothing. You saw nothing? And now I can... Wait, glider? Jump. It doesn't reach. Oh, I assumed it would reach. It does not reach. Does that actually not reach? That does not reach. No, that doesn't reach. Okay. If I used a basher, I could get across. But how, oh how, do I use a... I mean, I could just use the miner here, right? Nothing's stopping me from doing that. Wait, let's go back. Let's conserve. Let's save the basher by mining here instead. Oh, you're getting close. Get away from me. No, don't go that far. I find it interesting how, like, the permanent skills actually mess you up if you assign them too prematurely. And that also makes me wonder if the shimmier's a complete red herring. Like they're trying to trick you into going up here and using the glider, only to have that mess you up here. I wonder if the shimmier is placed in the skill set as a red herring and not actually something to be used. That would be interesting. I just realized I did not give myself a lot of space. You need to be climber. You need to be climber. There we go. Okay. Let's try this. Yes. Wait, you need glider. Yes! Yes! There it is! I noticed there was 2 talismans on there, so I was wondering maybe, like, it's conserving the shimmy, or maybe it was a talisman, but it wasn't. So that leaves me wondering, did I backroute that? Or was the shimmier actually a red herring? Because I can't see the shimmier being helpful there. Because it's the only usage I found for it just led into this sort of like extensive red herring, where then after you use the shimmier, it forces you to use the glider for the lemming to survive, and you can't use the glider that early. So maybe that was just like an extensive red herring or something. And if it wasn't, then I would be curious to know where the intended usage of it is, but yeah, we're all gonna keep going. That's it. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay. 80 lemmings, have to save all of them in 6 minutes. You know, if I couldn't see the level and just had the title, I would assume that this level was like really small and looked extremely simple, which is why they say that's it, like it's that small, but like this seems to be the opposite of that. Or, oh, do you mean like the skills I get? Oh, it means the skills I get. 15 builders for this? 15, whoa, okay. I can see this being doable. It's not pretty, but I can see it being doable. Despite the large space. I think. Not having any climbers is gonna be not fun, but sure. Okay. Alright. Oh, the music. Oh, the music. Even the music is telling me, yeah, this is not gonna be fun, man. I just don't know where to start. I just don't know where to start. Like, they're safe, relatively speaking. Because, like, they can go down these being perfectly fine. It's just, where do I use the bashers, I guess? Like, is the problem? Because, like, if you use them along the base here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, you could maybe manage to get everyone. Oh. Huh. Yeah. I feel like the bashers might be the biggest thing here that's going on. Given the 50 release rate and the fact that it's spread out among 4 entrances, I keep leaning back in my chair, so hopefully you can still hear me if I'm like leaning back like that. But given that's 50 release rate, We're among 4 doors. Lemmings are going to be coming out fairly slow, which would, in theory, give you time to do things. So I think I might take advantage of that. Should I build that high up? Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, the bashers might be a problem. Like, there's always the concept of, like, bashing through these middle portions to get both pillars at once. I can see that being a thing, as just one. So I'm gonna plug that hole, I think. Actually, I'm gonna hit this guy. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll do that. And then... I'll leave them to do whatever. Same with these guys. I don't think the people on the outer ends need to really do anything. What's the splat height looking like here? Okay. I feel like the biggest problem is getting them down almost. Because to me it feels like you'd have to like go through down here to get them down. Which might be the case. Maybe that is the case. Because, yeah, 1, 2, then you 3 and build over that. 4, 5? Might be feasible. Okay, let's... Yeah, instead of plugging the hole, we just send them down instead. And send them that way. And then these guys, once they get going, build over this. Yeah, I feel like this is now like a concern of like stalling time correctly. Because actually now I'm looking at it like through like more of a lens of not panicking about this having seemingly not very much. I think I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That still leaves me with like 6 builds. That is pretty... That might be actually really lenient. Okay, so maybe this level isn't as panicky as I thought it was gonna be. And we could even like, I think we might be able to get away with that. Like building to save these guys. Maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I feel almost lenient enough to even spam a few extra builds. So I feel like I can get away with it. Oh, but this might be a problem. Oh, I might need to get a guy to plug the gap first. Well, let's calculate this. I have 6 left from this position. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2. It's 2 remaining. And even a basher remaining even after I do that. This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just need to time things differently now. Someone. You. Okay. That's where a builder spam can happen, I think. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything wrong here. This looks actually very manageable. Okay, you guys can bash through. I'm just waiting for a problem to suddenly jump into existence, but I'm not seeing anything. Does that reach? I don't know if it does. Not a problem though, because I have a basher to spare, so I can bash through the build. Should I need to. That's it! Yeah, there's literally no problems here. That was a lot more manageable than it looked. It looked way scarier at first. But yeah, I guess that was really it. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. Let's keep going. Maybe that was just a breather for it to hit me again. Water hammer. Okay, well, I'm already seeing with the 1 minute time limit that this is not going to be as nice as the last level. Where's the hammer in question, though? Are those... No, those suck the lemmings up, right? Those don't, like, slam them down, so that can't be, like, hammering them. Where is the hammer being described here? Anyway, I can kill 3, so there's that. Okay. Not splat height. No builders. I have to kick... Okay, no builders. Just one of each destructive skill, 2 bombers, and blocker. 2 blockers. I'm seeing some interesting things with the way specifically the way the terrain is built. It's almost as if you could, like, bomb through this and, like, stall them in a different direction. Is that right, or am I just going on the tangent? It could be either way. Okay. I wonder if this is a compression method type deal. Like, using a blocker to, like, compress them together, and then they all go together, and 2 deaths happen here, and the other death is, like, one of the blockers. Though you could use a bomber to clear one of the things, like, I guess. But how do I get height? Like... Like the thing I'm seeing here is like... yeah, I'm like... You can't really get height. Though that being said, I think I saw like a thing once where like you can like block and bash at the same time and they cancel each other. I can't remember if that was a thing or if I'm just remembering it wrong. I wonder if this is where the compression's meant to happen. I wonder. Because that'd be 1 death, 2 deaths. And then, like, if you got a guy to bash under this, that'd be 3 deaths. But then this guy would, the basher would die, and that would be 4, and we don't want 4. We can't have 4 happen. Unless that's where the basher trick I was talking about earlier comes in, where you cancel the basher, then that's 3 deaths. But then where's the miner and the digger come in? But let's try that. Like 1 guy goes ahead. Or maybe no guy goes ahead. Oh, that's a thing. Like... Oh. There we go. Oh, wait, but now they can't. Oh, wait, this is constructed a little more firmly than I thought. Wait, I want... Wait. Is that how I'm supposed to compress? Oh my gosh, really? We don't want that. Okay. Because you can do this in theory. And then they just become 1. Right? The lack of constructive skills is very problematic. Break through. I don't want that. Wait, no, I didn't mean to. I want to keep that intact though. But I don't want to use both blockers there either. Like, I feel like that would be the perfect opportunity for a stall thing. I just don't know how to set it up. Oh, these two blocks are too close to each other. Oh. I know I said I didn't want to use both blockers, but I can't think of another way right now. Besides, this guy is going to be way ahead of them, too. Oh, I still can't use the blocker. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. This is strange. Because wait, I want to test something. Let's just get a bunch of lemmings next to each other just for the sake of testing purposes. Because I know there's a trick where you can like, I swear there is at least, a trick where you can get a lemming to like, that's what I'm looking for. That, where like at just the right frame, you can block. Which will turn the basher around, but free the. But if the basher turns around, it goes this way into the water, which would circumvent the entire reason why I'm doing this, to save the Oh my. Oh. Okay. Guys, I think it's thinking time. I think it's time for me to go and be off camera for a minute, so I will see you momentarily. Okay. This one took me a while, but I found a solution that works without a blocker, which I find very interesting. Basically, let's go back to the beginning here. Basically, use a digger, and then you block here so that you get this going. So these guys compress, and then this guy just kind of stays on the other side, and he frees himself with the miner. He goes ahead and starts bashing. They get freed by the bomber. Now they're together. Now, I feel like there's multiple ways you could do this, but the way I found is that I just bombed him in the middle of his bash, and which allowed them a way out. This saves a blocker, which I'm not sure where the other blocker would go, and it makes me feel like this might not be intended, but that is what I found, and I'm gonna roll with it. So there we go. Interesting, very interesting. Next level. Oil refinery. This isn't a... No, I don't think this is a repeat. I'm not sure why I thought it was. Okay, 40. Have to save them all. 3 minutes. Okay. Alright. This structure looks very interesting. But they could just walk up it. They could just go boom, boom, boom to the end. So in theory, Wait, why is this difficult? This doesn't actually look that... Maybe I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say... No, the 70 release rate is one thing. That's for sure. Well... Because you could build up to this in Bash, and then you could, like... Oh, what can you do here? I guess in theory you could mine. Right? Or if you could take an alternate route and, like... I'm really not sure. Okay, maybe this is more daunting than it looks. First and foremost, how do I contain them? Like, I have to remember I have to save everyone. So, like... Maybe I should get this guy going first, because, like, what if I have to, like, free him with a digger or something? That feels possible. Okay, and then we get this guy going. I feel like the majority of the puzzle is sort of the containment thing. That's what I'm feeling so far. Where does this get us? Okay. I'm gonna have him climb over. Then he... okay. I'm gonna have him build. Then I'll have him mine. And can he do anything to help them? I don't think so. Well... theoretically, if you have them positioned better, you could just have him mine them out. Right? Like, what if I just did, like... Because the path to the exit's technically complete here. So, like, this could just be, like, how the blockers are positioned, right? It could just be as simple as that. I feel like there's multiple ways you could even do that, like free them. Which makes me wonder why I have that many miners. It feels almost too many miners. But yeah, let's see here. Get this going. Okay, but now the problem is him. Okay. Can you guys make that walk? You can. Okay, so timer is not an issue. I'm missing something here. I also just came to the realization that actually, let's do it this way. The only threat is this gap. So what if I just do something like this so that it's easier to free him? No. Okay. So you can free him. Oh, you can. You know, I need to build higher then, but the idea is there. As for this, what would that look like? Like, okay. Yeah, what if you had it like this? Or then he did his thing. But I guess the problem is that he needs someplace to turn around now without the builder. And that could be a problem. So if he could turn around and get under this blocker, he can mine this guy out and then climb back out himself. Okay, give me a minute. I feel like I have it, sort of. I just need to tweak it a bit, so give me a sec. Okay, so it's been a couple days actually. When I paused to look at this level, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't find anything that really led anywhere, and I kind of got stuck. So I've been looking at it for a little while now, and I finally have it. I finally got it. Took a lot of work, but let me just kind of go over the process here. So you build right away, and you sort of make a little thing with blockers here. So originally, I was convinced that you need to use a builder here to turn the climber around so he can make this tunnel. And for the longest time, I kept trying to find combinations of things that would work here without using a builder, because I assumed you needed a builder here and a builder here. So after fiddling with this for a very long time, I eventually decided to reconsider. I decided, okay, I cannot see this side being possible without a builder. So I have to look over here and see if I can do this without a builder. And once I changed my thinking, I figured it out pretty fast. So to continue the solution, he just builds up and bashes through. Nothing extravagant here. Climbs up. And here's the thing. So if you want to do this without a builder, you have to go through here. And the reason being, the reason you don't just use this ramp to get everyone to the exit is because if you're trying to keep the ramp intact to allow everyone to walk up it, you have to use the builder to turn them around. You can't use any of the destructive skills without destroying this ramp while also turning this guy around. So this ramp here actually just turns into one big red herring with the terrain, making you think that, oh, I just need to break this and then get the guys to walk up this and then they walk to the exit for free. But no, that's not how that works, because you need both builders for over here. So then I just let him turn around this way instead, and then he goes about, he mines down. And this is the important part. With this miner, he does this, freeing both blockers as well as the crowd, going into this little box thing which he's able to climb out of. And then the last digger is just used against this wall here, and then they walk to the end. This is amazing. Like, this level is like so deceivingly difficult because it looks so simple at first, because it's like, oh, most of the level, like, they can just walk to the end. But nope, this whole ramp is a red herring. You cannot make use of this ramp while still making a solution work. And trust me, I tried very hard to make this ramp work, and I eventually just had to change my thinking in doing this instead. And yeah, that was amazing. Just figuring out that you do indeed need to use a builder here and not here. Just, yeah, amazing level. Very, very nice. So this is a new recording, so if I join the videos together, this will probably be almost around an hour, I think, at this point. But I want to try doing one more level anyway, just so that after I beat number 24 here, I'll start the next episode on 25, which is just a nice round number. So I'm going to try my best with this one. Heaven and Earth, 2 lemmings, can kill 1, and only 1 minute time limit. Oh, one of everything, except I have a walker and cloner instead of a builder and a bomber, if we were going by the original skills. Okay. Huh. Wait, did I read it wrong? Because I said can kill 1 of them, but I don't think... 2 lemmings, 3 to be safe, so, right. I read it wrong. I swapped the numbers in my head. Anyway. Okay, so... with the use of the cloner, everyone would have to be saved, right? Okay. This is very interesting. Okay. My first idea is to get like a guy down. Can I hit you against? I can't. Like, my first idea was to get a guy down this way and then clone him so that you can bash through. But I don't know if time, well, I don't know if time permits for something like this. Yeah. I feel like this something like this might be right. And then... Obviously, the only logical thing to do is just to mine through here. But then, the problem here is that if I make him a blocker to stop him, well, obviously this isn't correct because it's not going to work in the time limit, but... oh yeah, that's not working. Yeah, no. Okay, that wasn't a bad first look at it. Huh. Okay. Let's... I feel like I'm already at a loss here. Because... Okay, well let's try this instead. Yeah, let's do this. And then... we clone. Yeah, if we clone early, then we can get a climber up. Oh, but they both need to be climbers, so... Oh. Well, if I assign him a climber and I clone, yeah, then he's going to be facing left. That's what I want. And then... we do that. Oh, but then he's going to climb out. Well, anyway, the idea here was to get a guy ahead. Such that maybe he can, like, turn around and then block here and be like, how would you free him? You can't. You can't free him. Oh boy. Okay, the basher has to be used here, we know that. Obviously the floaters for this drop. Climbers for this. The walker's a bit debatable, I think. I mean, the digger is the only thing that makes sense to me here. I can't see anything else making sense. Can I mine down like this? No, steel stops that. And by the time we get here, he's already at the end. Yeah, this is not working. Huh. So, if I don't use the blocker down here and just use the walker to turn the guy around, Where does the blocker go then? Unless I wanna use it to turn you around? But how does that make sense? Because I can't use the walker to do this because I need the walker for down here. So that doesn't make sense. And I feel like that isn't really saving any time. What happens if you clone a blocker? Can you do that? No. No. Wait. Floater. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. I can already tell it isn't. The only difference is I have the digger for this now, which is technically faster. Not quite fast enough, but... And even if he was faster, what is he gonna do? But... I feel like it's key to get this guy faster, because if I can catch him first and block and then walk, then we could have a solution with that. But how do you get that to work? Well, I haven't used the miner in this solution. So what if it's like... Yeah, but that's how that's gonna... How's that gonna work? Because he's just gonna walk over. I need the blocker and walker down here, which leaves me with very little options. Huh. What if I do that? No, but then this guy, we won't have a left-facing lemming down there. So that can't work either. I feel like I'm on the verge of something here. That's why I'm not pausing to think, because I feel like I have something. I'm like on the verge of it. Well, they still would die from that, right? That's just barely splatting, or... Wait. Am I measuring that from the right pixel? Would they? Wait, let's test this. Hold on. Okay, that is still death, okay. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I felt like I had something in mind, but it doesn't really make sense. Like, I thought of just doing this as like a stall tactic, I guess. But then how do you turn him around? Huh. Well, no, I can't use the blocker. I can't use the blocker like this to stall. Because I need the blocker for later. Because, like, theoretically this would get them ahead, I think. Let's see if this wins. Let's see if they actually beat them in the little race here. Oh, I don't think they do. Oh no. Definitely. Wait! Wait, I have the walker. Wait a minute. Are you kidding? I almost just accidentally found a solution. I didn't even think about that, but it just kind of worked. Wait, how do I get it to go faster then? How do I get it faster? Does the blocker need to be closer? Or... no. Because that just barely doesn't work. Wait. Yeah, I don't think I've saved any time here. Unless I did. Wait, how did that save 3 seconds? Wait, I'm so confused. How did that save? Maybe my position with the blocker was better. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Maybe if I look back at the recording, compare the 2 attempts where I lost time and didn't lose on time, maybe I could see a difference there. But that was like pretty much accidental. Like I just found that on accident. I just did a random thing and realized, wait a minute. I just have that walker left, and I just need to turn that one guy around. Oh, well, I guess I have it. And I just needed to figure out how to get it within the time. So that was kind of a fluke, but, good to get this, level done, because that means we get the... oh, that looks cool. Well, we'll be starting on this next time. I'm not going to try and pronounce that because I feel like I'm going to butcher it somehow. I'm not trying it. I'm not doing it. Another 1-minute timeout too. Well, that's for next episode, so I guess I will be seeing you next time. Hopefully we can finish Cunning and finally start on the challenge rank. That's the one that's next, right? Is that right? It is. Okay. Okay. Wait, no, don't start. Oh, never mind. I thought I started the level. Okay. Bye. Bye.